Hey, what's up guys? It's Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. You guys know when we're behind the coaching desk here, my little mini desk here in the gym, when you see the calendar behind me, when you see the bookshelf behind me, we're not really doing too much with form and technique. We're talking to you a little bit, or we are reviewing a shoe. Now, we've done some shoe reviews in the past. There's actually two videos up here, and they're two of my most heavily watched videos that talk a little bit about shoes and what shoe is best for you. Well, somebody by the name of Billy Smith, he's actually the CEO of VS Athletics. Some of you guys might know VS or Venue Sports from the West Coast. He actually had designed or had gotten his hands on a design of the old Puma throwing shoe. And it's now the new VS Centrifugal, I believe is how you pronounce it, Centrifugal throwing shoe. So I wanted to do a quick review. Billy had sent me a couple of sizes for me to try on, and I want to do a little quick review for you, just telling you some of the ups and downs and the things that I really like about the shoe. So, first and foremost, shoe comes in two colors, which is really cool. They've got a green and white shoe, and they have this black and silver shoe. Now, the first thing I do with any shoe is I take it out of the box and I bend it in half. Now, you can see this shoe is a very pliable, very flexible shoe. You can actually roll it into a little ball if you want to. And that's because this shoe does not have a plate. A lot of shoes that are really rigid and really tough have a plate that goes down the inside of the shoe. This one does not have a plate. You can see right here, it's kind of twisting, bendable. It's an extremely flexible, extremely pliable shoe. So what that's going to do is that's going to give you really good feel when you're in the circle. It is not going to be one of those extremely rigid, extremely tough, advanced level shoes. A lot of times you see like the Nike Zoom Rotational is a really tough, really rigid shoe. The high-level Adidas shoe is extremely rigid and extremely tough. You can actually, if you wanted to, you could probably take a nail and use those shoes to pound a nail into the wall. That's how hard the bottoms are. This is a very soft, textured bottom, which is going to be great for a beginner shot putter, beginner discus thrower, or hammer thrower. The other thing that I really like about this shoe is that it is textured. I'm going to try to see. There you go. You guys can kind of see the texture. It's almost like a like the old Adidas from way back in the day, back when they had the Adidas Discus hammer and the Adidas shot put shoe, back in like the late 90s, early 2000 range. It's got this texture. They used to call it like a popcorn texture, which is kind of cool. A lot of people might be a little turned off by this. They might say, well, I don't like texture. The thing is, guys, textured shoes wear out. Textured shoes get worn down and they get smooth where you want them to get smooth. So I've always liked textured shoes. You know, they do break down, they do kind of grind down and get smooth over time. I always like that better than the ultra smooth shoes. If I ever had an ultra slick, ultra smooth shoe, I would wear it around to rough it up, to scuff it up a little bit, because I was never a fan of that real shiny kind of, you know, that carbon, real shiny, smooth bottom. I like to make my own speed. I don't rely on shoes to make the speed for me. So if you're that kind of person, this shoe is great for you. The other thing that I really liked, which I didn't think I was going to like, is this big old Velcro strap that goes across the midfoot, goes right across sort of the top of your foot. At first, I didn't think I was going to be a fan of that, but once I put the shoe on, I actually really liked it. It cinched the shoe down really well. You know, I have a really wide foot, which is pretty cool to see that this fit. You know, I was able to actually do this Velcro. It's extremely long, the Velcro strap. I was actually able to loop it through properly, put it down properly. It had plenty of, you know, grip, plenty of give. I mean, your foot could be literally like that wide, you know, all the way down. You can see it reaches all the way down to the bottom. Your foot could be that wide and the Velcro strap would still work. A lot of times you see with throwers, we're all big people. We all kind of have big feet. A lot of times what you see is that the Velcro strap won't even go all the way over the top. And they either have to end up cutting them off or just trying to somehow fasten it without it getting in the way. No matter how big your foot is, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So all in all, I think this is a great shoe. It's a great entry-level shoe. I would put it up there equal to like the Asics Hyper Throw, the Adidas Throw Star, the entry-level Adidas, and probably up there with the Nike SD. It's right in that category. It's right in that class. It's a great price. The only thing personally that I didn't like about it, I'm a 12.5. I've got one of those weird, my right foot is a little bit bigger than my left foot. So if I put on the 13 feels really big on my left foot. If I put on the 12 is a little bit too small for my right foot. So I'm the kind of guy that needs a 12.5. They don't have a 12.5, but they do go up to some pretty big sizes. It is a really wide shoe. My foot fits in here really well. You can really feel the circle underneath. This is just first impressions of taking it out of the box and basically just kind of playing with it a little bit, wearing it around the gym, doing some turns and things like that while I'm wearing it. The real test, I'm going to give one of these shoes to my athletes to wear for the next month or two. I'm going to come back with a full review, a long-term look at the shoe and what it's done. I'm going to wear the 13s when I coach, when I demonstrate. I'm going to take it around to to camps with me so I can wear it at the same time as my athletes when I'm demonstrating moves and techniques over and over and over and over again. And we'll see how it holds up. We'll see if anything breaks down. All in all, I think it's a great shoe. It's as I said, it's an entry-level shoe at an entry-level price point. It's going to be great for people who glide, people who rotate, or people who do hammer. So if you guys are looking for a good shoe, that's going to be for an entry-level price for someone who hasn't been doing track and field or throwing for too long, this is a great one to go check out. So that's my short-term review. Check back in another month or two for the long-term review at the end of track season, just to see how they held up, see where they wore down, and see if there's any issues with them. All right, guys, another shoe review on the VS Centrifugal. I had to ask a few people how to say that, Centrifugal shoe. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any experience with this shoe long term, let me know what you guys think of it. Leave your comments down below in the YouTube video comment section so we can hear your feedback. Talk to you guys soon.